Okay, so today the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth just came out. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, so I'm gonna do a little react video to it. I did see the little mini, the trailer for this trailer that came out the other day that said, "Hey, here's a little snip," and the actual trailer is coming out on Wednesday. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna have time to edit this video until probably Thursday night or Friday morning, but I'll have it out as soon as I do. So I'm a pretty big Jurassic Park fan. I loved the movie as a kid. Went and saw it in the theaters probably 4 times, I think. Absolutely loved it. I ended up reading the book, of course. Actually, this copy got a little worn out. I ended up buying the hard copy a little later. And then, of course, when Lost World came out, I bought the book and then waited until after I watched the movie to read the book, because that's what I did with the original one. And I'm kind of glad I did, because I kind of view them as separate entities. If I had read, like with a lot of things, if I read the book first, I tend to be more critical of the movie, like a lot of people. But because I saw the movie first and loved the movie so much, even though it was way different than or parts of it were way different than the book, I really liked it. So yeah, there's my little copy of Lost World that I ended up reading after I watched the movie. And I do say that I love I would say the first 3/4 of the book, all the way up to the ending maybe, a lot more than I like the movie. I do love the movie. I think that in the cinematic universe, the ending to the movie made more sense for it than what would happen if they would have went the original ending from the book. But I'll get into that later. So we're gonna go ahead and watch the trailer and see what we've got in store for us. I've heard that they started working on this before Dominion released, which may be a little worrying, because Dominion was probably my least favorite of all the Jurassic movies. I just thought that certain parts of it could have been cut out and they could have put more into other parts, especially the Maltese chase scene and stuff like that. I just felt that I felt it would have been better if they would have gone the first half of the movie to the kidnapping, and then the last half of the movie would have been at the Biosyn place, where maybe they come in and then they're escaping the whole thing. But we'll get into that later. And I'm watching it on the Universal Pictures YouTube. All right, future me here. So I've had a little issue with getting this uploaded without it being copywritten. I've tried 4 times now, and it's given me just, little short segments, like 15 to 20 seconds, where it's been claimed. It's changed the part each time, so I've had to go back and edit it a little bit. I did have the whole thing going where the whole trailer played through, and I was pausing it here and there and talking about certain parts, so I didn't have to interrupt the trailer as it went along, and I could watch the trailer and not have to worry about, missing something. It's gonna be a lot more choppy now, in my opinion, because I've had to break it up so it's not just the trailer running and me just talking, because it keeps getting copywritten. So it's a little different than I originally had it uploaded, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so hope you enjoy. All right, so here we go. Jurassic World Rebirth official trailer.
Dr. Henry Loomis, this is Zora Bennett.
They had the
our mission specialist.
banner lowering.
Sorry, what mission?
This would be a medical breakthrough that could save countless lives.
So they're doing it for a
It
medical
comes from the
break.
largest dinosaurs on the planet.
Oh my God. Fortunately for us,
Is that
all
Titanosaurus?
our species exist in one isolated place. Can you be ready tomorrow?
That's a little bit of short notice.
I can guarantee your safety. I mean, more or less.
More.
Yeah, I don't think anybody can guarantee anybody's safety on that island.
He's your guy.
We're the best.
Oh, he's
Not
in this.
moving
I forgot. Mahershala Ali's in this movie. Completely forgot about that.
things and people in and out of places they shouldn't be.
Move up towards Barbados, avoid government patrol, but there aren't that many anymore.
So the government has kind of given up on patrolling this place very often. So I wonder why. I guess it was a little too risky.
Why's that?
Is this Site B?
No one's dumb enough to go where we're going.
So they, hold on. So they got fences and stuff, but that doesn't look like Site B. They said Barbados. Okay.
This island was the research facility.
Well, they say it's the
original
research.
Jurassic Park.
So it should be Site B, right?
DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Do we have to get a sample?
Oh, those
from an
cats. So yeah, you got the cats, and you got the Titanosaurus. So they said the big 3, their biggest 3. So that's 2 of them.
I suppose we could try and get it from the parent, but they're a flying carnivore the size of an F-16.
Yeah, just to add to that, I mean, they are huge. The Quets, I mean, okay, here's the human, just under 2 meters. And there's the Quets at a little over 5 meters tall, so it's huge. I mean, just add a little bit more emphasis to it. That's a little more... that would be what it would be like standing under one of those things. And another thing, that's not even the biggest one. The Hatzcopteryx is even bigger. I mean, look at that thing. Okay, that's...
Maybe we should make it quick.
I did like that part of Dominion. Yeah, that Quetz doesn't look happy about them sitting there messing with her nest. You played art.
These dinosaurs were too dangerous for the original park.
Wait. These were too dangerous for the original part. What do they have in there then? It can't be Site B then. The way they're talking about this facility. I mean, I thought Site B was well known because of the quarantine. So this can't be Site B. I mean, if they were talking... I mean, people knew about Site B because that's where the T-Rex came from. That trampled through San Diego.
The worst.
What kind of raptors?
We're left here.
Come on! Duncan!
What, was that a freaking Rancor? Wait.
Duncan!
Was that a Rancor? It looked like a freaking Rancor.
We put ourselves in a place
Hello?
we don't belong.
Wait. Yeah. Okay, I keep pausing it. I know, that's annoying. What the hell is that thing? It's got like a flat... Looks like... I don't know, like a Krogan face almost. What the heck is that thing? And it's got these big freaking arms. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that later. Oh.
Survival is a long shot.
Okay, and then we got the T-Rex scene with the water. It looks like a river scene. I think everybody's talked about, that's read the book, talked about them cutting out the river scene from the first movie, and it seems like they've done a little bit to put that back in, like with the Lost World. They put it in the waterfall scene, which was definitely an homage to the scene from the first book. It kind of looks like he gets him at the end. Okay. Okay, he missed. I swear I thought he got him right there.
Survival is a long shot.
I was like, there's no way they would put an actual confirmed, like, kill in the trailer.
What the hell are those?
How many Spinos are
The
there?
mosasaur.
Defend territory, stalk.
And a Mosasaur?
None of what you just said is good.
So just for a little comparison real quick. So here's the Spino from Jurassic Park 3. And the coloration was red and like red on the sail and the tip of the tail. And that's, you know, you can kind of see its size quite a bit better there. But there it is compared to the T-Rex. And then the Mosasaur. It's hard to find a really good picture of the Mosasaur. Here's a GIF of the where it eats the Endom. But it's... There you can kind of see. It looks more alligator-like in this. And in the part where I freeze frame it in a few seconds about where I talk about how it looks more fish-like, or the skin looks more fish-like. You can kind of see what I was talking about. Yeah, I don't think so. Wait, that looks a little different. That's not the same mosasaur, is it? And that the Spinos look a little different too. It's pretty nuts. I'm gonna go back and look at some of this. I know I was talking over some of the audio, so I am gonna go back and watch that again later, as I know I missed something.
We're too dangerous for the original park.
Please don't say they're raptors.
Yeah, raptors.
Raptors.
The worst of the worst.
Okay. Look at that freaking leg. That is huge. Or arm. Is that an arm or a leg? It looks like a hand. Like a claw. Oh, but it kind of like an ape. The way it walks on it. Is it like some kind of hybrid? It's gotta be like a hybrid, or like they said this was the original. They said this was the original research facility, so maybe it was an attempt at one of the dinosaurs that went completely wrong or something. That is nuts. That looks insane. Go back to it again. Okay, there we go. There's a good view of it. What is up with that? It looks like it's missing the skin or part of its jaw. Like, oh. It's like missing part of its muzzle. It looks like. It looks like. I swear, it looks like a freaking rancor. Or even a Krogan. Hold on. I mean, it could be like they screwed up with the DNA or something. I mean, it looks like the side of the face is kind of missing, like the skin. Like it looks like there should be skin here, and like more muzzle, and it just didn't develop or something. Oh my god, I can't wait to see this thing. What it really looks like the whole thing. But like I was saying, the way it walked, it's almost like ape-like. Like, okay, watch when the foot comes down.
The worst of the worst.
It's like it's doing that kind of walk on their forward. Or chimp, I don't know. Well, chimp, ape. Okay, so now we got to look at the Spino. The Spino looks a little different. I think it looks maybe a little bit smaller than the Jurassic Park 3 version. It's definitely a different coloration. But of course, maybe this is just not a fully grown. I don't know. But they said this is where they originally bred them, which of course is what they said about Site B, but this can't be Site B. And there's multiple. And that also is a different mosasaur. It's got to be a different mosasaur. It's completely different variation. It's actually more of a fish coloration. It looks more like the coloration of like a largemouth bass almost. It does look like fish skin. That is really neat looking. I think they did a really cool job with that, the way it looks. I think it looks better. I think it actually looks a lot better than the mosasaurs from the original Jurassic World. And I think that one looked awesome. But let's see. Let's go back to this part. But yeah, here we go. Let's see how many, if we can see how many. It looks like 3 Spinos and the mosasaur. Look how big the mosasaurus is compared to the Spinos. Yeah. And they're working together. They're screwed. I mean, seriously, how would they get out of that?
Stalk, hunt.
None of what you just said is good.
So one tips and the other goes for the what falls off. That is really cool. But yeah, here's a little more a view of the island. It can't be Site B because, like I said, they knew about Site B. Because of the San Diego incident, so people know about Site B. I mean, it was under quarantine. At least they know the name of the island was Isla Sorna. So they would, these scientists and stuff, they would know about it. So it can't be Site B. It's got to be like Site C or something. Maybe this, they said it was where they did the original work.
This island was the research facility.
The research
original
facility.
Jurassic Park.
For the original Jurassic Park. So they did the research there, and then they did all the breeding on Site B. Maybe. I don't know. In the book, too, they talked about it was, they said some things about how the dinosaurs were bred, and it turned out that it was different, and they said Engine just probably never came clean about how they actually did everything. Maybe it's kind of like the same way.
We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
Okay, so he said something along here.
DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs. We need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs.
They need DNA from the 3 biggest dinosaurs. So the cats is going to be one of them. But what are the other 2 going to be? I guess the Titanosaurus, maybe? That was what they were showing at the beginning. Okay, and they said the island... They mentioned Barbados.
Move up towards Barbados. Avoid government patrol, but there aren't
Yeah.
that many anymore.
Why's that?
Okay, so he said going towards Barbados. Okay, so this is where the original islands were. Okay, Costa Rica is east. So it's in the Pacific Ocean. Barbados is not in the Pacific Ocean. Okay, Barbados is way over here. Okay, by Grenada and Trinidad and Tobago. Okay. So, way far away. So, it's definitely not Site B. Okay, so we've got a whole new island that we're working with. So they could pretty much put anything they want to on it. And the fact that they said it was the research facility and that they put dinosaurs that they have dinosaurs that are too dangerous to go into the park. They did say in the book when they were talking about dealing with the DNA and breeding the dinosaurs that they only had a rough idea of what it was based on location. That they didn't know what they had until they hatched it. So it would make sense that they would hatch things that they would not end up wanting to use later. So, and the fact that they had to also splice the DNA, they had to fill in the gaps of the DNA with, frog DNA and whatever else they had to use to fill in those gene gaps. So, they could end up getting something insanely crazy like this freaking rancor looking thing. That I still say it's a freaking rancor. Or maybe a Grawl from Dantooine. But where was it again?
These dangerous for the original.
Yeah, here he just says it's too dangerous for the park.
Please don't say they're raptors.
Okay, raptors.
The worst.
Wonder what kind of raptors. And there it is again. I still say that thing freaking looks like a rancor.
left here.
And it's got like the grasping claws like the rancor has too. All right, so here's the Titanosaurus. I think it looks pretty cool. The sail or the sails, I'm not really sure I've ever seen. So I've gone ahead and, of course, with Titanosaurus from Godzilla had the orange and yellow sail. But yeah, I don't know if I've seen other media with that same feature. Okay, so they said they're going to the island for some kind of medical research. So they've got to get the DNA from the I wonder why it's 3 largest dinosaurs specifically if they're going for medical research. Why couldn't it be the smaller dinosaurs? Why couldn't it just be the herbivores? Is there a specific reason why it has to be the biggest? I don't know. And we know that the the Titanosaurus is probably has got to be one of them. And the Quetz has to be one of the others. But what is the third? Okay, and that is the trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth. Something to look forward to for July, beginning of July, I believe is when it comes out. We also have Super Bowl Sunday coming up, so they'll probably have maybe a slightly different trailer for the Super Bowl. Maybe we'll get a little bit extra. We'll see. I was kind of surprised when they put this trailer out the week before Super Bowl. Usually Super Bowl's the big day. Maybe because it costs so much to put ads on the Super Bowl, they wanted to put most of it out before and then do a little extra during the Super Bowl. Who knows? We'll see. All right. Well, thanks for watching. See you next time.